Alright guys, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to play South Park Phone Destroyer without spending money or minimal money if you prefer. Where I say minimal money is there is an option in the PvP mode for a premium pass. Premium pass is about $10. It lasts 70 days. It is definitely the most bang for your buck, and you get all of these bottom items here. For $10, you really cannot beat it. You're getting packs, cash. It's pretty good. And as long as you play consistently, you will get to at least level 50. And as you see, once you get level 45, you know, this is an expensive pack just by itself. You're guaranteeing epics, and then once you hit 50, 52, you're getting 2 legendary packs, 2 guaranteed legendary cards. If you do all the events, Team Wars, you should be able to max it out in the 70-day period and come up on some pretty good gear. So, my advice is, if you can and are willing, spend the $10. It's a good 2 months worth. $10, $5 a month gets you all of this good stuff. Okay. So my first bit of advice, since we are not spending money, is to focus on single player. Okay. Pick a deck, pick a color that you prefer. Some are stronger than others, but it's all about play preference, how you prefer to play the game. Okay, you want to sit back and heal and cast spells. You want to charge all in. But as you go through these, this is where you're going to get all the items you need to level up. Plus, you can get quite a bit of coin. Going through here, some good common cards. And the occasional epic when you get to the higher levels. Good rares as well, as you just saw there in Hercules Clyde. But I've gotten some very good epics just by doing single player mode. So spend a little bit of time coming through and doing single player. Yeah, so I've already done all of these. I started off the game with the adventurers cards, and I've completely maxed out all of those. So, next bit of advice is, if you don't already have Discord, download Discord. Go to forums. You can use South Park's forums. You can use Reddit's forums. Or you can go into Discord chats and find a decent team, decent alliance, and do your team wars. Team packs, whether you do good at all in team wars, are still amazing. You get a lot of good cards, coin, cash. A lot of good stuff, and it's fun. You get a lot of good advice and help from your team. You see, we are Silver League 1600 rank. It's a little bit tougher when you get into Silver League versus Bronze League. We definitely had more fun in Bronze League, as the majority of our players are Silver League players and not Legendary players, Gold rank. So my current rank is just around 4600, but when I do Team Wars, the average opponent I face is between 6,000 and 7,000 rank, and has fairly higher level cards than me. I do get the occasional win, and overall it's fun. but the team packs at the end of the week are well worth it. Plus all the free cards you'll get twice a day. If you time it correctly, you can request rares or common cards. Get 3 rares, 12 commons, whatever your personal preference is. So, another thing, get your free packs. I've gotten quite a few legendaries, rares out of my free packs. So we are going to see here what I get. Not a lot of gold. Basic. You know, nothing to it. But 212 out of 250. You know, next thing you know, I've got a level up on my butters. Let's see here. We are going to go into events. Events are really good ways, as a lot of my videos, which you should check out, have to do with events and Team Wars. Events are a really good way to get your other cards boosted. Okay, so my Hook Hand Clyde may be level 2, but let's say my Jimmy is a maxed out level 3. Because this event has a boost, my Hook Hand Clyde will now be a maxed out level 3. So that makes it a lot easier to compete and have more fun. So Nathan, Token, Marcus, they all boost these other cards here for the event. And, and give you a little bit of an upper hand for someone who doesn't spend money to have all of their cards boosted. Okay. Another good pro tip. Plus the packs, as you can see in some of the other videos that I've done, the packs and the loot that you get are very, very good from the events. On the weekends, the weekend event is amazing. If you're in a good team and you guys are consistently finishing the weekend events and Team Wars, as you see, I've got 10,000 gold. That's just from, you know, Team Wars and the weekend event. That's just the 2 final packs from each of them. So that gold is much needed for those of us who don't spend money. There's also periodically the option to buy packs with PvP tickets. So PvP tickets are free to earn, especially during events like this where you can earn double lockers. Getting PvP tickets is fairly easy. This gives you 2,500 gold and 10 cards with a increased chance to get a legendary. They typically don't do increased chance to get legendary out of the free packs, but you can usually get some good epics depending on what the event is. So now we're going to go over to some cards here. So as I mentioned earlier, in Team you can request cards. So you can request rares. Okay, let's say Captain Wendy here. Pretty decent card. To get her level 3, I would need 850 for level 4 and 200 for level 5 on a rare. Level 5 on a common is 250. Now when you're requesting 12 cards twice a day, that's 24 cards a day. These are still very good cards when you get the higher levels. So a level 5 maxed out Wendy is still going to be about the equivalent of a level 3 epic. No ability, at least for Heidi, but she'd be about 400 health and let's say 85-90 attack if I did the extra 15 upgrades. That's pretty good for a 2-cost card common versus a 3-cost epic. So that's something to look into. A lot of the higher ranked players who don't spend money. A good way to get there is with level 6, level 5 commons and level 4, level 5 rares, which aren't so heavily dependent on packs. Now, most of these cards that I've gotten are from event packs. So you can still get quite a bit of cards just out of your events. My legendaries, I've gotten quite a few legendaries just out of my basic lockers. I got my Mecha Timmy out of a basic PvP locker, and I also got Mr. Hanky out of a basic PvP locker. I've gotten quite a few Imps, Imp Tweaks, Nun Randys, all out of basic lockers. And Shield Maiden was the other one that I got out of a locker. So, legendaries, although they are very good cards, level 2 even is not necessarily something that is unstoppable. So you've got 1550 health, 48 attack, and a pretty good area of effect charge spell, but at 6 cost. Okay, or you can go over. Oops, a little bit too fast there. To Osimo, 5 cost epic, and you have relatively same damage, same health, and still a very decent charge ability. A good AoE freeze, and not an epic. So buying packs is definitely something that is not necessary here. My advice is find a style of play that you like and choose the cards accordingly. If you do start to, let's say, you get yourself up to a level 3 Pocahontas Randy, build your deck around that. Don't force something, but if you have a high level card, run with it. It definitely will make a good difference. Dougies are also a really good way to climb in early rank. Timing of Dougies can easily win you matches. My personal preference is the Power Fist Dougie, which is why I typically run Sci-Fi in my decks. I got up to 4600 rank using only Sci-Fi Adventure with a bit of neutral, mainly built around a Dougie combo. Okay, Headhunter charges enemy and freezes with the first strike. That to me is the strongest of all of the Dougies, whatever. You look at Barrel, okay, gives you an attack boost after the second hit. Okay, that's great, but if they kill you after the first hit, that means absolutely nothing. The ability to freeze and prevent them from casting another spell, casting another card, any nearby enemies that have been recently cast from attacking and killing you, allow you to get the second hit off, which typically will finish. As you can see at level 4, not maxed out, I have not upgraded at all. He's already at about 200 health, 230 attack. Maxed out, he'd be pushing 255, 260, which is easily enough to 2-hit even a level 20. Again, going to the other Dougies here. Prophet Dougie pauses energy generation. That's pretty good, but again, one hit isn't enough to typically, at level 4, kill a bar. So that's why I always run my Power Fist. So Sci-Fi has a couple really good cards. Visitors is ranged 2 2 summoned units. Very, very difficult, powerful card. Also has the mind controls. Kenny is a very strong card. Heals the unit, then controls them for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is an eternity. And you have mind control as well. At level 4, you get 8.5 seconds. Also an eternity. I do not like 6 element Randy one bit. He did just receive a boost, strengthening his attack. Previously maxed level 2, he was just under 100 attack. That's no attack. That's nothing. And considering his health is less than 800, he is a very subpar Randy, let alone as a legendary. Robot vacuums are good, but Randy and the vacuums are extremely slow, and summoning them is extremely slow. So at 756 health, it's not a very good card. I very rarely use this. Osimo is good. Good tank. Kind of a high cost, but the value is definitely there. Marine Craig is one of my favorite cards. Okay, you do 17 damage a second for 5 seconds. Automatically attacks enemy leader from across the room. This is an amazing way to finish off an opponent. Space Warrior Token is also one of my favorite 2-cost cards. Very good health, very decent attack, and his charge makes him a Dougie. So those are some of the main reasons I choose Sci-Fi. Kyle is another very good card, very commonly used. Flying, decent range, gives an attack boost to all other cards, and acts as a heal. So that's why I choose Sci-Fi. Another staple for anybody, I believe, any deck just about, is Dog Poo. Little on the slower side, 170 attack, 509 health. That's not even max level 3. Very, very good, versatile 3-cost card. Terrence and Phillip are another amazing card. Common, very easy to get. Typically in team requests, he's up there 2-3 times a day. So it's a little bit harder to get through team requests, but allowing that you can get 24 a day, it's fairly easy to get him to at least level 4. Level 5 is a little bit more of a challenge. Level 6 is looking very daunting, as I need 950 more. But again, just like Visitor's Card, when you're summoning 2 characters for the cost, it's very, very difficult for a single unit to attack them, as they are dealing with 180 attack damage between the 2 of them. Nathan is a really good ranged. 5.5 range is one of the longest, if not the longest, of any of the ranged characters. So 4 cost, 73 damage, but the 5.5 range makes him a very good area of effect damage, which does have knockback as well. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Next we'll go with my other favorite, which is Adventures deck. Some very good 2-cost cards in here. Heidi is a very commonly used level 5, level 6 card. Sally is a very good 2-cost assassin, as is Ike. Deckhand Butters at very high levels. As you can see, I can level him up. I do not use him, but the leader heal and the character heal, as is Death Wish, is a very strong for level 3. Aerostorm, Jimmy. This is a very strong card. This works really well against rats, birds, or the pigeons. Um, neutralizes attack in an area of effect. One of my personal favorite cards, Hookhand Clyde, is very strong. 3 costs, about 500 health, 100 attack, does 444 damage at random, which is the main concern with this one. But at random to a target enemy. If there are no target enemies around, it will shoot it at the leader and do 44 damage. So that 44 damage mixed with a 80 damage Marine Craig and a 104 damage Marcus is a pretty good combo without ever having to get anywhere near the enemy new kid. So Aerostorm, very strong card. Thunderbolt, Lightning Bolt, very strong. Fireball, very good card. Some really good cards here. One of my personal favorites as of late is Swordsman Garrison. A little bit high cost, 1000 health, 108 damage, but his charge has really good range on it and does very good damage area of effect. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. Pocahontas Randy is one of, if not the most powerful of the Randys. He's, to me, the fastest. So he does 132 damage, but he attacks very fast. Oftentimes, I don't even use his charge if there's anyone else around because it takes away from him doing an attack. So something that is also very well in Adventure. And then, of course, you have one of the best heals in the game. 4 cost rare, close to 500 damage, 73 attack, very good range, and has a really solid heal. You cannot deny her strength. This is one that I've just gotten. Swashbuckler Red, 4 cost, low health, sluggish attack for an epic. But her power range, 6 range, which is pretty much half the map, and acts like a Buddhist Cartman. Attracts all enemies to her. This is a very good spell to cast before you throw down a Dougie, or if he just, the enemy spawn 3 or 4 characters to slow down your attack. You put this back towards the towards your leader, and they'll all be drawn to him, and will do significant damage with your other characters. So those are some of my favorites. I've also been messing around with Superhero a lot lately. Mosquito, Human Kite, and Toolshed are a very strong 1-2-3 combo. Throw in a couple of the new chaps. Chomper, 284 damage and a freeze. Very good stopper for 2 cost, and as well as Super Fart. 2 cost card. Minimal damage, but knockback of enemy is very strong. Lava is one of the newer ones. It's 3 cost. I don't typically use it. Does decent damage, slows down area of effect. But the cost is what deters me from using it. I'd much rather use a stronger epic for 3 cost or a rare. Professor Chaos is absolutely amazing. I don't have enough to have him leveled up. But I did get to use him in an event where he was boosted to a max level 3. And he was a very unstoppable force. Immune to mind control, cannot be taken out by Kenny or mind control. And when you summon him, he stuns and does a decent amount of damage in a cone shape in front of him, and then acts as a very strong assassin. Human Kite. If you get this card and you can get it leveled up, I would definitely build a deck around it. Not only is it a fun, flying, ranged card with 4 range, which is still phenomenal, his ability to shield area of effect, including your leader, is very, very strong. Toolshed summons Chompers. Uncanny ability there. Tupperware is kind of an overlooked card. Got him to level 5 recently due to events. He's a very strong 4-cost card. His health and his attack would be higher outside of his ability for level 5, but don't let that fool you. Immune to all abilities, spells, and status effects. You can't heal him. You yourself can't boost him, can't do anything to him, but neither can the enemy. And that is a very good card to have in your deck. So, Call Girl, very expensive, but does summon another superhero. Coon is actually a very good card when boosted using all superhero. Mysterion. I personally don't like this card because of the high cost value, but he revives himself. You summon him once, and he will continue to resummon himself and keep going, and resummon himself and keep going. I imagine at higher levels, with a little bit more health and attack, he's a little bit more sustainable, but as it is right now, at 103 health, he's pretty much wiped out before he has a chance to do anything. So that's pretty much it. Got some really good cards. And a whole lot of fun. So, main thing, play PvP as much as you can. Win or lose. Doesn't matter. It's fun. Everything's a learning experience. More you win, the more tickets you get, the more you can buy. As we noted earlier, you can buy packs with your PvP tickets, but you can also get fairly good epics for 700 cost for one. 10,000 tickets gets you 5 epics. The fact that they give you the ability to buy something you normally should only get in packs just by playing the game is one of the main reasons I absolutely love this game. So that is the end of my video. I know this is long, I'm talking a lot, but hopefully this offered you a little bit of tips. Thank you very much for watching, and view my other videos for actual in-game play. Thank you.